Hello everyone, this is Donna from Even the Scales, and I'm on my channel right now to protect the air in my home from this vile predator that lives diagonally to me. He's stalking me aggressively, he has done all day. All day long, he's been abusing my air with cigarette smoke, and the landlord is probably trying to give me a disease. This is why he's getting this person to do this. And what he's doing right now is overwhelming my home with cigarette smoke. It's overwhelming. It's like he's just constantly breathing it in through his rigged range hood. It's filling up my home, and I'm being forced to breathe this disgusting, vile thing's breath. He's the most disgusting thing you could ever think of. He's a predator. He's a peeping Tom pervert. His house is disgusting. He has no respect for anyone or anything, and all he does with his time all day, every day, is create drama and gossip, and all he does is watch what everybody else does. And when they gave him the ability to be able to view into my home illegally on these cameras, they gave a predator the resources that he needed to stalk and put me through terror every day, and that's what he's done for 22 months. He could have been viewing into my home longer, I don't know. And St. George Community Housing is just using him to try and cause me a health episode, and it's not going to happen. I've been screaming out in my house, I have, because I'm so traumatized by this disgusting creep and the fact that I'm being forced to breathe his air. So St. George Community Housing, you better tell him to stop. They have somebody viewing into my house illegally all day, 24 hours a day. I'm telling them, before I made this video, I was telling them to tell him to stop, but they won't tell him to stop. They push it as far as they possibly can. And sometimes when I mention the landlord, this martyr, this abuser landlord, sometimes when I mention him and call him a cruel dictator, that's when it stops. So I'm going to mention him now. This landlord is a terrorist. He is using terrorist tactics. Just because it is on one person, it is still an act of terror. He's committing crimes against humanity, and he's using a predator. I mean, he's actually gone and found a predator because it was all part of the psychological abuse that I've been put through here in my home. And yes, I have been yelling out. I've been screaming, and I've got every right to. I've got a predator. This is a predator, a stalker, a dangerous stalker that would be doing this. Even if he didn't have these cameras in my home, he would still be stalking me. He'd still be going around looking in people's windows of a night time. He's disgusting. And he likes to harm defenseless things. That's who he is. This is what St. George Community Housing has viewing into my home to deliberately terrorise me. And I am so traumatized by this. And they're just trying to force me to have a health episode. And this creep will not stop. And they want me to keep saying that. And that's all a part of the psychological abuse too. Because one of the reasons this is happening is because of an abusive cop who goes around carrying out cruel crimes on women in his leisure time with his mates. And he's still getting away with it. So that's one of the reasons they want me to keep saying that. It's a psychological thing. They want me to keep saying that this abusive person will not stop breathing into my home, and he won't. He's still doing it now. So I don't know what to do. There's no one to call on for help. The Campbelltown police are watching this happen to me in my home. These neighbours that are involved in this, they can hear me screaming out. They can hear me screaming. They can hear that I'm distressed. They're watching me in my home on these illegal cameras. And they're all just sitting there watching it happen. Some of my family members, they're all trying to make me have a mental health breakdown. Anyone would have a mental health breakdown with what I'm being put through. Tell this person to stop, St. George Community Housing. Tell him to stop. I deserve respect, and I don't deserve to sit here in my home and have to breathe his breath. He could have anything. And I know that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to make me sick. And this is why they've used this. They found the most disgusting, vilest predator that they could find. Like a real, like someone who stalks women and just, he's sick. He's mentally disturbed and he's viewing into my home and he's putting me through terror. And these disgusting people around here watch it happen. And it's like this creep, he's doing it for attention from the other people. There's people viewing into my home to see if I'm going to have a mental health breakdown or die because they're relying on it. Including my family members, my abusive family members. And this creep, he thinks, I'm the big hero here. The attention's on me. Look, she's making videos about me and putting them on YouTube. Yeah, that's me, everyone. That I'm the one that can still abuse her. I've got access. Come and see me if you want to abuse her. Like, that's who he is. He thinks he's getting attention for it. For God's sake, please, somebody stop this vile thing from breathing into my house. There must be somebody that can do something about him. Why aren't they arresting him? Why isn't he in jail? Why is this person not in jail? Please, if there's anyone out there that can help me, please help me. And this landlord is going to jail for the rest of his life. You are not getting my life. Give it up, St. George Community Housing. Give it up. And tell this vile predator to stop breathing his breath into my house. How dare you terrorise me like this? How dare you? How dare you think that you can treat anyone like this? Leave me alone. And if he does it again, I'll be back on here because I'm not putting up with it. And he's just watched me. He's watched me sit down and relax. That's when he starts because he's stalking me aggressively. He watches everything I do. Do something about this person. It's your negligence, St. George Community Housing. And if I get sick because of this disgusting creep, it's going to be even worse for you than it already is. Tell him to stop. I don't know what he's got. I don't want to breathe his air. That is violating my air. It's like being violated. I'm being forced to breathe his air. For God's sake, I wouldn't even go anywhere near him. But I've got to breathe his air? That is like being violated, St. George Community Housing. Whoever you are, whoever's telling this person to do this, it's being violated. You are violating me. You're violating my air. You're violating my whole life. Leave me alone. The world's going to know about this, St. George Community Housing. The world is going to know about this. Do you understand? Because I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up until someone out there stops you. I already told you. I already told you, if I have to live like this for the rest of my life, I will. And if my family are watching this, you better give back what you stole from me immediately. How dare you sit there and watch me be terrorised like this and put through this cruelty while you have stolen my life from me. Give it back to me. Give it back to me and my grandchildren. Give my life back. How dare you sit there and watch this happen? He's still breathing into my house. Tell him to stop, St. George. Tell him to stop. Tell this vile predator to stop breathing into my house. Please, somebody help me. Please, somebody help me here. Please, somebody arrest this person. Do something. He's so smug. How many other lives have you taken, St. George Community Housing? How many other people have you terrorised that didn't create channels? How many other people have you done this to? You disgusting people. How dare you think you can take someone's life? How dare you think you can ruin the environment? How dare you think you can disrespect me like this because I deserve respect? How dare you? Do something about him, because I'm going to keep putting up videos and posts until you tell him to stop. And when you're arrested and when he's arrested, the world is going to know about you, St. George Community Housing, and your cruelty and your crimes against the environment and humanity and your terrorism tactics. That's what you're going to be known for. Tell this predator to leave me alone. I don't want to breathe his air. I can't handle cigarette smoke. I don't deserve to be going through this. I shouldn't even be living like this. I shouldn't even be here. If it weren't for my family, do something about him and give back what you stole, family. Give it back. Because I'm not going anywhere. I don't know how you people get up every day and function with this going on, knowing what you've done. Give it back to me so I can go and be safe and live the life I was meant to be living years ago before you stole it. I shouldn't be going through any of this. I'm put through this terror and punishment every day and I don't deserve any of it. Do something about him, St. George Community Housing. And please, if there's anyone out there that can help me have this disgusting thing arrested and put in jail where he belongs for the rest of his life, please help me. They've actually gone and got a predator that either looks like the one that stalked me when I was 14 years old and committed a lewd act in public, or it's him. It's him. He really looks like him. And they've done that deliberately. They've done that to put me through the trauma of having to find out that it's that person that's been viewing into my home before I even knew. And how many other people like that are viewing into my home, St. George Community Housing? How many other disgusting, vile, creep predators are out there viewing into my home? You're going to pay for this, St. George Community Housing. And no amount of money in the world will be able to compensate me for what you have done and what you have put me through. So I don't know what you're going to do, but you better start by stopping what you're doing right now. Because I know they're trying to kill me. I mean, there's no other way out for St. George Community Housing. There's no other way out. The only way out for them is to kill me. So that's what they're trying to do. They're just trying to traumatize me and put me through so much stress that I have a heart attack. And it's not going to happen because God won't let it happen. You're going to jail. And how you think that you can escape accountability for what you've done, St George Community Housing? What you have done? You've committed crimes against this world. Not just me, against the world. Get this thing out of my house.